Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, Tia Boo.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How is everybody else
Hey,
doing?
I hope everybody is doing good. We got people that was in here before we got here. Vibrant Love. Miss Hogg says she be back in 30. I think she must have posted that around like 7:30ish because she said I'll be back in 30. So what's up, you guys? Come on in, come on in. Make sure you like and share the video. Y'all know what to do. Hit that
And
like
make sure y'all subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe. Help us. We on the road to, you know what? We only got like 5,100 subscribers, but I say we on the road to 10K. That's what I say.
I know
Not
that's
on the road to 6,000. We on the road to 10K.
right.
But yes, and also I got the link in the chat also. This one right here. I have a little comment here that say, please click this link to subscribe to my custom cake decorating channel. Thank you guys very, very much. I will be posting some more cake videos shortly. It is graduation season, and I already got orders coming in for graduation cakes. So when I get my orders, that's when I post the videos. And then I actually go live doing the cake, and then I edit the video and shorten it all the way down to a few minutes, and I just speed up and take out a lot of the video and speed it up, so I can make like reels with it on Facebook and make shorts with it on YouTube. So that's what I do. But yeah, so that's exciting. A lot of people looking forward to their children graduating this year, so that's a good thing. Congratulations to all the graduates. But yes, come on in, Tia and I. I don't know who else is going to join us. Sislo might join us. Champagne might join us. I'm not sure, but me and Tia gonna make it do what it do, even if it's just us two. And I just made a woman.
Yes.
Hey. So me and you were talking earlier. Should I say you and I? We were talking
Yes.
earlier. Now you watched the Escape finale, and
Yes.
then you also watched the Andy Cohen.
Yep.
Watch what is that thing?
Watch what's happening live.
Watch what's happening live. So now we were talking a little bit before the show, and you had hit on the fact that because I had told you, I said I need to watch that show because I think there's some tea on there because I had heard that Tasha threw Tamika under the bus. And then when I was watching it, I was like, dang, did I miss it? And so then you brought up the fact that Tasha did say, what did she say? I know you didn't repeat it word for word, but what was she talking about? Like,
She was basically saying when Tamika was younger, like she was like doing a lot of stuff, like she was like a wild child, and she's like supposed to be in like jail. But I said, I'm looking at her like Tamika already told us that. Because Andy Cohen asked her, "Do you think your mother played favoritism?" Then she started saying that. I'm like, what do they got to do with your mother playing favoritism? And we was talking about, like, basically, we were saying is maybe she was acting out because her mother didn't show her that love. Her mother treated her sister better than she
mm-hmm.
treated her. And we seeing on the show, her mother does treat her sister better and
Oh
says she
yeah.
jealous of you. You would never say it to your kids. And I don't got no kids yet, and I would never say it to my kids. Like, who said it to their kids? Like, she jealous.
I don't think Tamika is jealous at all.
And what's to be jealous
Her
of?
sister, there's really nothing to be jealous of.
I wouldn't. Who would be jealous of Latasha Scott? Like,
Girl,
nobody. If
like
say if I was
she basically can mimic her own sister's voice.
right, and I said she's talented too. Tamika Scott can sing too. So what is she talking about?
Exactly. Like
I
they
always
both.
liked her better than even before all this drama. I always liked that for some like when it came to the girls that escape. I said okay, I could. I always look at Tamika because I could relate to her. I was like, okay, I can relate to her and all that stuff. It was just something about her I could relate to. I could relate to her more than like I could relate to her more. Not when it comes to my siblings, when it comes to people like in the family, they probably use you all this stuff. So I'm not I can relate to her. I can actually relate to Tamika more than I can relate to like a Candy or a Tiny, or I definitely can't relate to no Latasha Scott.
Right. I definitely don't believe that she's jealous of her. I don't think any of the people in the group are jealous of Tasha, and I don't think they ever has been jealous of Tasha. Now, has Tasha ever been jealous of any of them?
Yes. I think
Yeah.
the person I think she jealous of, I think Rocky.
Uh-huh.
I think she probably is jealous of Candy because her and Candy never got along.
Right.
And she just Candy got the success that she wanted to have. Candy
Yep, she
rolled
sure
diamond
did.
singles. People know who Candy is. People know who Tiny is. Like people forget that Candy Burris is in the group. People forget that Tiny in the group. The
Yeah,
Scott
and
sisters
Tasha
need
always
the
thought
group.
she was the star of the group.
Like Lily funny. She said Diana Ross. Here come Diana Ross.
I
Lily.
know. That was so
She
funny.
what did she was Diana Ross? I said she wanted to. I said she not. And she said she probably said because of my weight. But I said back when you was trying to get popular, we had the Kelly Prices and we had other people. But you don't got the voice like Kelly Price. Kelly Price can sing.
Oh, I love Kelly. Kelly Price sings "Down." That song he belongs to. Ooh, he
Yeah,
proposed to me, girl. I said if I ever get married, I wish I could afford to have her come sing that song at my wedding.
she can sing. I said because like when I always look at when it comes to Latasha and gospel, I said Latasha gospel is a hard genre. No women could sing. They can sing like gospel. They can Mary. They can sing. Certain a lot of people can sing, and I'm talking about people that people probably know. They can sing. Her voice just doesn't stand out to me like that.
Well, I definitely, I know Candy. Candy is always so very supportive. It don't matter if you
Yeah.
hate on her or not. She will tell you go subscribe to all the girls' channels, go subscribe
Yep.
to the YouTubes, go buy their albums. I mean, she's still supportive of Tasha,
She,
telling people in her Let's Speak on It, her
yep.
last show. She said, please go get it on I guess it's streaming or something like that.
Yeah. She said,
And
you could download it and stream
yeah,
it. She said, do
download
both.
it and stream it. And I said I was gonna take one for the team, right?
Yep.
So I am gonna take one for the team, and I am going to download the album. I don't know how much it costs, but I am gonna download the album. I'm gonna listen to it because I love me some good old gospel. Now I grew up in church,
Yep.
so I used to sing in the church choirs and all that. So I love me a good old gospel album. So I hope that is really good. And if it's not, I'm certainly going to report.
Oh yeah. And do Latasha think something wrong with us? Because you remember she was doing that. She did that whole crying thing, fake apologies and not taking accountability. She
Mhm.
said open marriage. Now Andy Cohen stuff. She saw some. She meant to say open
Oh, I'm
communication.
glad you
Open
brought
marriage.
that up, child. I'm glad you brought that up.
That don't make no sense. It's two different things. Like we not
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, because open marriage and us being having a what do you call it? Not what's the word I'm thinking of? Where you speak about everything and you have a good conversation uh skills or whatnot.
Yeah.
That's totally different from saying
Yeah.
my
She
husband
said
don't keep
open
anything from
communication.
each other. That's what she should have said if that's what she meant. She should have said, me and my husband don't keep anything from each other except maybe a mistress or two and some kids on the side,
And
allegedly.
plus she gotta realize people not people she think people not bright. You can't do nothing, but he can.
Yeah,
And like
it
that
did
Mitchell said,
sound like she meant open marriage, like a little bit of who was that? What is that? Like Will Smith and Jada.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what she did make it seem like. And I don't know, child. Maybe
I
she
don't
put
think
her
she could
foot in her
either.
mouth and didn't mean to say it, and now she's trying to, you know,
Backpedal. That's what
backpedal.
she
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
I said a word. No, can't say it on here. But I said she just gotta keep it real. She's not keeping it real. She would never keep it real because she's not a real person.
No, she's not. And that's what people were saying in Candy's chat. I even saw somebody say, "I'm not putting one penny on anything that Tasha is trying to sell because of the fact
Neither.
that they feel like she is a liar and she is a thief."
And
They
plus
said
what
I
she
wouldn't
did
dare pay for her album or any songs.
what she did was Andy Cohen brought up. He said that it's supposed to be a deal for you and your sister, and you
Uh-huh.
went behind her back and stole the deal. And she gonna say, whatever meant for me is meant for me. Whatever meant for her is meant for her. And she said, God make a way. Stop pitting God into everything. I get tired of that.
You
You
know what?
stole you stole that deal for yourself. That's what
It's
you did.
either she's always putting God into something like, oh, let me pray about it or something like that. When somebody asks her, does she want to do something or how she feel about
Yep.
something? It's either that or it's also, this is my first time hearing about that. Like every allegation they brought to her with receipts.
Yep.
He kept saying, this is now if you and your husband have such great conversation skills and y'all don't keep
Right.
anything from each other, then how is it that you didn't know about the 30,000 plus, because it was more than that per Tamika, or you didn't know about the kickbacks and probably some other things. Like, this is my first time hearing about this. Like somebody has said in Candy's chat, husband and wives, they do a lot of pillow talking.
Right.
So how is it that you never know about anything?
And plus, when it came to the money situation, Tamika showed us receipts, and so the your name was signed in on it. Then when
Yeah.
Tiny Mother came on it, you said that you was Tamika's manager,
Yes.
sister manager. She the one that said that. Did Rocky said it? Did he forge your signature too?
And
No,
even
you know
though
about that.
Rocky was playing their manager back in the day, that does not mean you get to sign somebody's personal check. This is not a check for the whole group.
Right.
This is a personal check made out to your sister for royalties.
Right. I
Like,
agree.
ain't nobody like Beyonce's old manager, which is her father. If he gets a check right now in her name for royalties, you think he's going to cash it and
Nope.
put it in his bank account?
Because he know his daughter ain't going. His
He
daughter was
bet
shooting.
not. He don't want Jay and them coming on his head.
And I agree with something else Candy Burris said on her speak on it. She said, if it's about the group, what do we got to do with Rocky? Rocky don't work with me. He don't work with Tamika, or he don't work with Tiny. So why is he speaking on our behalf if somebody was on him? He said, and she said he lied. The guy didn't bring it up to him. He came to the guy because they've been working with that guy for a long time. And other promoters said Rocky would go behind her back and go
Girl,
to promoters, but they never had any proof to this guy.
girl.
And she said it's a lot of stuff.
If they mama ain't the fifth member of Xscape, Rocky is trying. He tries to be.
Right. I
Yeah,
said she said Bravo didn't show a lot because she said it was they had the wire transfers and all that stuff.
All that.
Bravo didn't. She said it could have been more than 6 episodes.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
why
said, yeah.
I know, because they be cutting out so much.
That's why this episode was like a little all the episode been a little funny because some scenes were okay. Like the whole scene with Coco when she was like, because Candy Burris said, I didn't hear that. We had the things in our ear, so we didn't hear when she said that. She didn't say it to us. She said it all the way over there. We was they was basically rehearsing. I said, plus she probably, I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't talking about them. She could have been talking about production or something. I don't know who she talked. She ain't said nobody's name. She could have been talking about anybody. But they could have made it seem like she was talking about them. Because the production was getting on her nerves. She said, I want to fight. Because she always want to fight.
I know Candy was like, bitch, you ain't the only one that can fight. Like I would, girl, I'm telling you, my mental, the way I used to be growing up, child, when somebody said they wanted to fight, well, what's good? What's goody?
Sure, and plus, if somebody want to fight, they ain't gonna say it over there. They gonna say it to you. They ain't gonna like they ain't gonna say over there. Like I could tell Coco, she got an attitude, but she ain't gonna.
But she blames everything on her medication, and I don't like that. Like I understand that certain people, you know, they probably need to take meds, and you know, people might be bipolar or whatever, have an issue. But a lot of people like to take advantage of that. Oh, she said it's always she out of her meds.
Right.
Like every time she gets to that point where she's talking about fighting and all this kind of stuff, I'm out of my meds. I ain't got no meds. Like, damn, bitch, what they give you 4 pills at a time? Y'all only did 6 episodes.
Right. They was hanging out for a couple of weeks, but when you on meds, they give you enough pills to last you for a long time. That's what they do. They don't give you that. She popping them. Just shit like she popping pills like that.
Yeah, she talking about she telling her other group members, y'all ain't y'all from New York? Ain't y'all from New York?
And say what
Like
you always say. Say what you always say, Ty. You always say it's a hood everywhere.
oh God, I hate that. I really hate that. I mean, people on YouTube do that all the time. I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from LA. I'm from, Miami. Just Chicago. It's like, oh my God, it's hoods and gangbangers, prostitutes,
Everywhere.
drug dealers, dead baby daddies. Everything is everywhere.
She don't even
True.
live in New York no more. And plus, why I would say, okay, you say you're from here. Do you get back to your community? Do you get back to where you from? You don't live
Uh-huh.
there no more, but do you get back? And she talk
Right.
all that junk. Do you get back? And do you be donating and helping the community? Do you do anything like that? Or you just left? Like, okay, I left. So I ain't doing nothing for the community.
Exactly.
And some
Exactly.
people just leave. You don't gotta live there. Now I don't want to say live there because that was I don't want to say live in New York
Yeah,
expensive.
because do any of them still live there?
Nope. I think
Ain't
Taj
Coco in
live in
that
Nashville.
LA? No, Coco is in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, I
Or is
think
that
she's like in North
Taj?
Carolina somewhere, Tennessee, North Carolina. She's somewhere.
Yeah,
And I think Taj
I think Coco is in Tennessee.
and Taj
Nashville.
in Nashville. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think so.
They
Because
probably
I
moved there.
remember
It's
thinking
cheaper.
when she first mentioned it, I remember thinking, oh my God, that is a music city, and I just thinking, her voice is so nice and, she moved to Nashville and, when she was making her solo album or, whatever.
And she wanted to do gospel. And she told us, we
Yeah.
don't do gospel. I get why you don't do gospel because you said you grew up in a church, but you don't do
Yeah, I
gospel.
was shocked to hear that. Like, how you say y'all group don't do gospel and all y'all grew up
She
in
always says
church?
on my church. Her mother.
Besides, I don't think Tiny grew up in church,
Yeah, I
but
don't know if Tiny go to church.
yeah, shoot, the rest of them grew up in church, especially Lily. Shoot,
Yeah. And plus, she probably don't do gospel because her gospel career flopped. She thought she gonna be young LaDonda Adams, but she ain't becoming LaDonda Adams. Because like I'm gonna be honest,
oh
if
no!
I,
Now that you playing off
Coco got
people
two
names,
gospel albums.
now that you playing off people names, what did Tamika call her brother-in-law Edward? Still in
Scissor
hands?
hands.
No,
Yep.
still in hands. Instead of scissors hands, she called them still in hands. I was cracking up.
He looked more like Beetlejuice or like the Frankenstein. That's what he looked more
Girl,
like. I
I know,
said
but
he had
I
on
think it was just the hands thing. She was just trying
yeah.
to, because he allegedly he done
Right.
stole
Yeah, he
from them.
still.
But I don't know too much about the music industry. So about the kickbacks and everything, when they was showing the receipts last show about him getting kickbacks, then he and his wife Tasha tried to
Yep.
explain that I bring the deals. I bring the deals. Yeah, if they
No,
want to
they
pay
don't.
me, they owe me because I bring the deals. But like Candy said, when they did the My Great Escape tour, she basically helped negotiate all they price. She said that's how we made millions of dollars for that tour. And she said, did I get any kickbacks? She said if I
Nope.
would have got any kickbacks, it would have been girl hell to pay. All hell would have broke loose if Candy would have got some kickbacks. And
And
she
plus,
said, none of y'all should receive any money outside of the contracts that y'all all signed together without somebody else knowing. And then that means, okay, put it like this to you. If
yeah.
he was getting kickbacks, who's getting more money in the group?
Oh, Latasha.
Exactly, because his money is her money, right? And vice
Right.
versa. That's how a married couple go.
Yeah.
Why
Yep.
she talking about? This is my first time hearing about this.
She always said it's the first time, knowing that she knows stuff. She try to play that victim, try to play clueless. But I said I
Yeah,
like if you looked at last speak on it, Tiny Harris said my husband brought stuff to the table. Ty brought stuff to the table. Other people
exactly.
husband, but Ti he never or Ty they never took money from us.
Never
Like
took
Ti
kickbacks.
he'll do stuff. Like even Ti came out did a he didn't really get paid. He came out to support his wife. He didn't get paid for performing. She said T sometimes Ti come out he just come out as spot for him. He don't get paid. He do it because he loved me. He do out of kindness of his heart. He don't get no kickbacks because if Ti was involved, he'd be getting
Cause that's
You
like
know
this
who
is
T.I.
like this
is.
is my wife and this is my wife's group. I'm going to
Yeah.
bat for them. That's it right there. You just go to bat for them because in a marriage, what's yours is there. I mean, of course, technically speaking, if you were to get a divorce, but
Right.
you're not. So, whatever money either one of y'all brings into the house, I'm sure both of y'all spend it.
Right.
So that
And plus
does
she's
mean that she's making more money than the other four members. And like Coco in her situation, she was making more money than the other girls because I'm the lead singer, woo 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 woo. Candy was leading most of their songs, but she never asked for more money.
and
If
she
anybody
was she
should have
was
been
the
getting more
leader.
money, it should have been Candy.
She was the leader on their biggest hit, just kicking it. And plus,
Yeah.
I always get why Coco get paid more because she's the lead singer because they made her. It was if it's not Coco on the group, SWV cannot be a group. Let's be
Oh,
honest. Nobody
definitely,
gonna come to
definitely.
Lily or
Yeah, if
Taj.
Coco left, there is no way they can replace her. No way.
And plus, I was looking at into it. Tyrese did. He said, of course I want to get paid more because I've been doing stuff. I've been doing fast food. I've been doing stuff for the past couple of years. I've been staying relevant. So when I look at Candy, I said Candy been the most relevant, but she said we're gonna split the money. Her and Tiny been the most relevant, but they said we're gonna split the money equally. Everybody's gonna get paid the same. Candy didn't have to do that. Candy could say I'm going to get paid more because of this and that. But she could have said that had a big ego, but she said everybody get paid the same. So
Yeah, but
people are like, let me get paid the same.
you're right. Candy has been more relevant than all. And
Yeah.
also, when it comes to Tiny, Tiny used to be in the tabloids, in the news, on the
Yeah.
blogs all the time, but it was because of some negative stuff with her and her husband. But
Yep.
Candy seemed to bring out the positive aspects of Tiny's life. And she carried her along with her. Because
Right.
whenever you used to think about Tiny, it was Ti. They did this. They drug these people. They did. Ti went to prison. Ti,
Right.
the drugs and all this kind of stuff.
And T.I. told her to stop working.
Right. And Ti told
She
her to
stopped
stop
working for that.
working. You got to stay at home, raise the kids.
Right.
So yeah, it was like Candy. She put a positive spin on that, and I think that helped Tiny in a way
Right.
because it's like okay. This is not cool. All this bad publicity is not cool for me, and it's not cool for our children.
Right.
So
And plus, I
I
always give
love that
Candy
about
props.
Candy.
She always stayed relevant. Like she got diamond. She
Yes,
wrote diamond records. Like she did more. I'm not being mean, but when you look at both groups, she did more than everybody individually in both groups. If
right.
people technically want to talk about it, Tanya Candy Burris could do like that. Like what did we do after the group ended? But she never said that. Then if everybody, so I should be getting paid more than everybody else, but she'll never do that. Cause
Uh-huh.
she's a humble person. She's about her coin. I'm about that coin.
Right. And you know
If
what?
people want,
Somebody has said in Candy's chat, they said Rocky seems to be lying through his teeth. Can he be sued for his stealing ways? That's what somebody said. And how
yep.
do you feel? Do you think the ladies do you think okay. Do you think they haven't sued him?
I think they.
Or haven't do you think they might sue him or might not? Because we got to remember it's already a lot of bad blood between the sisters. Um, and if they take it to that point, I don't think there would be a return. Like, I don't think they'd be able to ever return back
Nope.
to,
To be honest, what I
I was
think,
like, dude, you stole from us. Just give us the money back. That's how I
sue
feel. Just
him,
give us the money back.
sue him for that, and sue him for going on Tasha K's show, lying, talking about he
Lying.
got video tied, talking about can't like the dog, then talking about Tiny about to get in trouble, stealing money from Tamika. He got so much stuff to get sued for, and she gets sued too.
Right.
Both
And
of them, they got. I'd have been
feel
sued
that
them.
on I feel that on the stuff about Todd saying that he sleeps with trans and
Yeah, I'd
things
have beat the
like that.
dog.
I would definitely, but see, that's just like back in the day when Tamika was defending her
Yep.
sister Tasha, and she said Candy slept with Dupree and his daddy, and a whole lot of other people to get where she got to get her
She
sold
never slept
out,
with the daddy. I know who slept with
all
the
this
daddy. It
kind of
wasn't her.
stuff.
I'm over the Tamar slept with that daddy, and she got beat up by the wife. Stop,
Girl,
she did.
girl. But it's like first Tamika was lying for you, and now your husband lying for you.
And she keep trying to use that against Tamika because they kept bringing up that clip.
Right. I'm like, are you pressuring certain people to lie for you? You know,
I think
like,
she is.
it's
I
just
think she
weird.
is. Yeah, it's very weird. And when I was watching the show, I said it's very weird. Like I was just looking at the show when they was on all the rehearsals, they were talking about it. I was just looking at everything like, oh my god. I'm
Uh-huh.
looking like I'm like, why she got that big entourage? You don't have. You
Oh,
better stop.
girl.
You gonna be MC Hammer, bro. You gonna be
That was so
MC Hammer,
funny.
bro.
Did you see the girl behind her combing her hair while she was walking? I was like, you was doing too much. She had one of those rat tail combs, combing her hair while she was
Yeah.
walking with her entourage.
And did you see that she ran out of the house, got a private chef and all this stuff? I said, LA is expensive.
Yeah, she had
Everybody's in
Chef
hotels.
Ike. Uh-huh.
Everybody's in hotels. Why would you in the rental? If somebody said
But
LA is
she always
expensive, no
gotta be
rental
different.
expensive.
I'm different. I'm different. That's how she feel.
But people know your pockets. Know your pockets. You ain't popping like that.
Girl,
You know what I'm saying?
no, did you hear what Tamika said? Your ass gonna be broke. She said, keep on
And
with
live
your
back with mama.
entourage. Keep on with the entourage. You're gonna be moving back in mama house.
She got to pay all them people too. That's why look at
Yes.
I said you got to pay everybody and they want a
Cause ain't
certain
no
fee.
entourage just entouraging. Okay, my entourage gonna be entouraging. Like, who wants to get? That's okay. If you're not getting nothing out of it, you know better than a groupie.
Right.
No
And
better than
I
a
was looking at it.
groupie following along.
And what did you feel about the rehearsals? Latasha showed up late, and I think it was editing because like I seen Todd said Escape is messing. I said it's rehearsals, girl. They got to get used to doing the show with you. Like they trying to do their dance
Girl,
moves
she
while y'all
wasn't
sitting
trying
there
to do
looking
no
stiff.
rehearsing. She too busy working on her gospel album. But girl, okay, be honest. When we was watching the concert,
Yes.
do you think I got two questions here? Do
Okay.
you think it was a wise decision to have Understanding as the last song? That's the first question.
Okay.
The second
I
question is, did you hear that ending? I thought it was horrible. Candy hit that note, boy. She hit that note, boy. But did you hear the harmony at the end? And if you
yeah
didn't, y'all need to go back and listen. It was
yeah I
they was
heard it.
all over the place. It was horrible. But go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. I don't think Understanding should be in last song, and I don't think Week should have been last song. I think what they should have did a song so it could be fair for each group. Do a song that inspired them. They was in LA, so I don't know why people saying they was in Atlanta. No, they had a show in LA. They could have did something that inspired them. Like you got so many inspirational songs. That's why I think they should do at the end. So it can be fair to both groups because they supposed to come together and do a tour. They should do something that inspired them, like an inspirational song. That would have been smarter move for me personally. I was like, okay,
Yeah. Well, I
that's
mean,
what I think.
I totally love both songs. And I think what they were, that guy who had to make the decision or who was like, because remember they was going to mash both of the songs together.
Yeah, that'd have been better.
And I don't know how that would have came out, but he said, you know what? Because of everything that's going on and the meaning of the song, I think that Understanding song meant a lot at the end because they're like feuding.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like all I need from you is understanding, even though it's for a guy, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, even Life with Marlene. Hey boo, Life with Marlene said it was terrible. Oh my God, Candy girl. Now Candy back in the day, I love my girl Candy. I'm telling you, I
Yeah.
love her. I love her. But and I know they all a little older now, but
Right.
that last part of understanding at the end, it was. I was like, oh my God. And then I'm like, is she trying to sabotage? I was
She trying to
like,
outsing.
you guys got to listen to it. If y'all and don't know what I'm talking about, Candy hit that, she did that, she did her thing. But that them together, girl, it was horrible. And I kept rewinding it like, what happened? I don't know.
Yeah, I was disappointed.
Nobody mentioned it.
And to be honest, when I was looking at it, I said, okay. I said it was good, but I was disappointed in both groups because I was looking at SWV like move, do something, like move. It was like stiff. So okay, do something. They didn't
I
really
just
commit.
think I think
They didn't command the
uh,
stage to me.
I don't think they should ever do that again. SWV and Escape, because of the simple fact they let a lot of things slide this time around. Like they let SWV have some things that they wanted, and at the end, they got to see understanding at the end. But as far as like a contract, a tour, ain't no way Candy gonna be going along with this tour, the whole tour, and they
Nope.
co-headlining. And then Coco and them go want to switch it up. No, we got to see at the end sometime, and da 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 da. And I'm like, I don't think it'll ever work.
Me either.
Especially if they got to deal with Tasha, who they ain't dealing with right now. But
The only way they could work if they come together and apologize. And they say, okay, week this night. Like when you in y'all from New York. So when you in New York, y'all can sing week. Take it, switch it up different nights. Let somebody sing
yeah,
English on different night. That's what I would do.
like
But I think it's too many egos. Like I seen it look like you could tell it looked like Candy and Coco. I
uh,
already knew they was gonna bump heads.
and you know what? With Coco, I see more of an ego thing. With Candy, I see more of a business thing.
Business.
I don't think Candy has an ego. Candy is so cool and down to earth. I would love to meet her in person. One day I went to her restaurant when we went, but this was before Rona. And that was our last vacation, by the way. It was Atlanta, our last vacation before the Rona. And we went to her place, but I couldn't eat there because the people who were with me wanted to eat somewhere else. And at that time, I don't know how Candy's restaurant do it now, the Lady Gang or whatever. But at that time, you couldn't do takeout, and I was
Wow.
like, "Huh? You can't order takeout?" And so, of course, I wasn't gonna leave my. We was like in a squad of like 8 or 9, and I'm like, I'm not gonna leave them outside, and they ain't about to drop me off. This is my first time in the A. So I was like, man, dang. So I left. I was so upset. But yeah, I was so upset, and I'm like, man, if I ever get back to Atlanta, matter of fact, I might hit Candy up on her Twitter or something, be like, can you order out now? I mean,
She said,
especially after the Rona, everybody's restaurants was down for a long time. Like,
right.
I hope they like opened up that option,
Yeah,
to
she
make more
should.
money, because I'm all about eating at home sometime. I'll go pick up my shit and I'll go right back home, sit in front of my TV, the comfort of my own home or whatever,
I know that's right.
but I don't know.
Candy is about her money. I know that's
Yes,
right.
girl. Candy is about her
She
money.
got that business mindset. Coco don't. Coco wanna act. I wanna act. I wanna fight. I wanna do this. I wanna do that. Well, what you gonna do?
Yep. And like
Don't
the
say you
girl,
do it.
she said it makes me not even like Tasha. I'm telling you, that's what people were saying in Candy Chat too. They were saying, I'm not buying her CD. I'm not buying nothing that girl is selling, because not only does she have a horrible attitude,
Right.
but you don't even want to take responsibility for what you and your man did. You still to the very end. I didn't know nothing about this. I don't know what you're talking about. And even when the husband and her were talking to the producers, and he was saying stuff like, no, 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 no. Even when they was on the phone, I think you brought that up. Even when they
Yeah.
was on the phone, and the husband was like, "Well, yeah, I got the text messages, and his text messages to say the same as my text messages, and they said nothing about Escape or the group." Come on, dude.
But wait, he got to realize people is not dumb. You know, when you text stuff, people can get that. People can get text messages. They can
They
get phone
can get,
calls.
they can. Matter of fact, they can go through the courts.
Right.
And
They
put
can
the
get all that
people
stuff.
in. They sure can if
And
they
plus,
want
why
to take
would
it
the promoter tell a story on you? It was the truth. The promoter can mess up his business. He not
down.
gonna mess his business up for
Exactly.
you. He work with
Exactly.
so
Why
many
would the
big
promoter
artists.
lie? And like they said, the promoter isn't getting anything out of it.
Yep.
So why would they lie? Yeah, Coco. Oh, Coco is ghetto. I see it all over Coco. And you know what? I got a little ghetto in me too, Hayes. The show is called The Hood Table. I'm from the hood. Y'all know that. But like I said, when Coco said, I feel like fighting, like that's always her go-to when she get upset, and then she blames it on her pills. I feel like fighting. I ain't got no more pills to take today. I'm like, girl. While Lily and them, while
Right.
she's telling Lily and them, y'all from New York, Y'all act like y'all ain't from New York. I mean, like, shit, we from the A. What's good? Like, man, I'm like, see, I thank God for growth and maturity.
Right.
Cause that
And
time
plus,
like that you can, man, you can call me out one time or two, the wrong way, and I'll slide on you real quick. But for the most part, I am grown. I got grown
right.
kids. I got grandkids. I don't be trying to be acting like, oh, I want to fight. Man, we gonna fight. Man, we go. No,
And I think
girl.
she had 50s. I forgot her old. I think Coco. I
Girl,
think
Coco was like in her 50s. What? You talking about? You want to fight?
because you could tell she's not a business person
And
because
I
like when
told you we would
something
have
get
to jump
tough,
that girl. We would have to
because
jump
like
her.
you got your own successful business. Like say somebody say something to you, you're not gonna say I want to fight. Because then that if people could sue you, like why would you be suing it? And plus, Coco
Girl,
better know how to fight real good. You might
I
get
am not
knocked
the
out.
type of person who will sue. If I was to get in a fight, we gonna fight.
Right.
But I'm telling you, that 6'3", 4" Amazon, we gonna have to jump her. Cause like I said, all them girls in Escape, they barely 5 foot.
Right.
The tallest one is what, Tamika? And
Yep.
Tamika,
Tamika.
how tall is she? Probably like 5'4",
And
5.
Tiny is the shortest one.
Yeah,
Was
and Tiny is short. Tasha's short. Candy ain't that tall. So yeah, we have
nope.
to jump her. Oh yeah, Life with Marlene says she is 52, and she said her husband is manipulative and she does anything. Yup,
And I
but
think Coco was the oldest in the group.
she tried to deny that, Marlene. She said, y'all act like I just, my husband just tell me what to do. And she said he's really smart. He's really this and he's really that, and he knows a lot of things. And I'm like,
Says
oh
one. Says
girl.
one. If he know all this stuff, he had his own successful career outside of you. He want to be.
And
He
why you
be doing
ain't got that
something.
solo album to
Why
just
no man? Nobody. Why he not managing no other artists? If he's so smart. Why you not popping?
right? And it took
He
you how many years to get your
20
solo
something.
deal?
20
Uh,
something years.
and she was supposed to first do it with her sister, but that didn't happen.
I think that would have worked for them. Would have worked if it was her and her sister.
I
That
think
would have worked.
yeah, both of their voices together.
Because
I think
nobody wants to see about herself.
yep.
Because people, if you ever look at it, people is like commenting on Tamika Page. I'm rooting for you. We want you to do a gospel album. We support anything that you do. So like, and she was like the underdog. Like she was like, and Tasha was still in her still in her shine, and now she getting more shine than you.
The only reason why I'm buying her stuff is because, like I said, I'm taking one for the team. I'm taking one for the Hood Table team, and I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna give my feedback, and I'm gonna give my honest review of her gospel album. And Marlene said, I have some hood too, but I'm not letting my attitude stop my money. Thank you. Thank you.
And then when y'all on Watch What Happened Live, so Andy Cole said you're not in the group. She said I'm still in the group. It don't matter what Wikipedia said. I never left. I said because you using the group as a safety net, and I didn't like when she said why do we have to change the name to Escape 3, but they don't gotta do it now. And Candy Boris, whatever point, she said, I don't know why she's saying that. Her manager said y'all can still use the name. We asked, then she tried to call us and said, what y'all gonna do about the name? Well, your manager said we can use the name, and my the agent got screenshot. The agent acting like their manager. So what are you talking about? I think they couldn't use
what I didn't like was when I heard that Tasha and Tamika had
own the name.
that name. Like, how the hell two members of the group own the name, and y'all were signed together?
I
Y'all
think the
were
Scott
signed together.
right.
People, whoever found you, or what do they call it? Not found, but whoever noticed you or whatever, and
Right.
brought you to Domain Dupree, whatever it is. It was all of y'all, not one. And then they said, "Go find some more members." No, it was all of y'all. So I don't
Yeah.
understand that. I really don't understand that. And she talking about, well, why can't they change it to Escape 3? Why can't everybody own the patent to that damn name?
This why I think the Scott sisters went behind Tamika's back. Well, I don't know.
Yep,
Well, we know her name Tamika too.
yep.
Tiny.
Tamika
Tiny.
used
Two
to
people the
ride or
same
die
name
for
and
her sister.
Candy's back. And they
Yep.
did some grimy stuff. They said we gonna go behind their back and we're
And
gonna
their
own the
mama
name.
probably, ooh, child, let me not talk about their mama, but maybe she
She
had
want to be Mama Joyce. She
that.
wish
Like,
she was Mama Joyce.
Like y'all need to pat that name. Y'all need to, just in case. Like can you like picture it, you guys? Picture it. I'm gonna do like Golden Girls, 1884, back in Sicily. You know, like.
Right.
But picture this though, for real, for real. Okay, Candy didn't get along with Tasha way back in the
Right.
beginning, so they had
She
some
said they
issues
never got
already in
along.
the beginning. So picture they getting together, the sisters, because Tamika ride or die. She rode for her sister back then. You couldn't
Right.
tell her sister Tasha did anything wrong. Okay, she almost went to
Right.
jail for her sister. So just think, it was probably a conversation with them like we need to patent this name just in case things don't work out with these other two broads. You know over
Yeah,
here,
I think it was
like
Natasha
yeah,
I did and
yeah,
Rocky.
Tamika and Tiny, they cool. They was friends. They met in high school, you know, whatever, whatever. But just in case. And then what if they broke up? But we own the name. So y'all can't go forward. Like, okay, Tasha, it's cool for y'all to be Escape 3 without Candy because y'all own the title.
Right.
Like,
But I
I
think the
agree
reason,
with Marlene. It don't make sense.
to be honest, I think this is what the reason why I think they did Escape 3, because I'm a McKendy versa. She didn't want to do no new music because when you look at it, they got 3 albums that went platinum or more than platinum. They never had a flop
Uh-huh.
album. Just
Mm-hmm.
like we look at SWV, they got 5 albums. Only 2 of their albums were platinum. Their third
Yeah.
album then it's not. I think it's gold or it's not certified. The other 2 albums didn't go nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Even though it was good albums, Candy Bird said, "Why would we do new music? Nobody wants to hear new music for us. They want to hear the classics."
Mm-hmm.
And she's right. A lot of people don't want to hear new music from certain artists. I'm gonna be honest. I'm
I
not
mean,
trying to be mean.
I would like. You got a point there.
Yeah, because you remember TLC did an album, even though Left Out's not here, they try to do an
Yeah.
album, but it flops. And like SWV did albums, them albums flopped. And Vogue did albums, them albums flopped. And Drew Hill did an album, their album flopped. Boys and Men, if they try to do an album, their album been flopping too. Because I
I
remember they
think,
came back in the 2000s, their album flopped too. Boys and
but see,
Men.
I think what a lot of artists do, I think because they're so great and
Right.
people know them and they make so much money and they're famous and they're relevant still, and I think they make a mistake and they do not put as much effort into albums that come out 10, 15, 20 years later because they just
Nope.
automatically think that their fans is going to buy them
And
and
this
support
is what I
them.
think they should do. They should work with the people that they worked with back in the day. Like if SWV want to do, I mean, if SWV want to do a new album, I'm gonna say them work with Brian, Michael, you know the guy
Hell
that
yeah,
wrote
work
their
with
biggest hits.
babyface, work with somebody because a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
got work with the guy
people,
that wrote Weak, that wrote them song. It's his name
girl,
Brian. And when it comes to Escape, they gotta work with Jermaine Dupri. They work with Joe. They could work with Babyface too. Like they could, I think they work with
they would
A-Face. They
have
could
to
work
come
with them
hard. They would have to come extremely hard.
by the promotion.
Because
That promotion.
Candy, when she did her, I want to say the first album Candy did solo. I like some of the songs on there. I can honestly say I like some of the
Right.
songs on there. But then after that, it was like, okay, Candy, you tried it, child. You tried it. But I don't know. Marlene said I don't want new music, and I
Me
understand.
either.
I do understand that. And I mean, if they did come out with new music, it's like, first of all, y'all can't even come together for one concert.
Nope.
Y'all barely came together. And what pissed me off, not really, because you know I don't take these shows that serious, but just for the show. What pissed me off was the fact that Tasha never came to any of the concerts. But at the end, oh, they're gonna love us. Oh, we're gonna put on the show. Oh, we about to do this. Oh, this and that, that. You know, every time they had her on camera by herself. And then at the end, well, not at the end, but when they were on Andy's show, Watch What Happened Live, she was just so positive. Oh, they loved us and da 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 da. And she was giving so much praise, like to SWV. Like, remember when Candy said, "Dang, I
Check
ride
up your own group.
for my group. I ride for my group." Ain't no way I'm gonna say that they should have sung "We" at the end. Like even at the end on Andy's show, Tasha still was like beating around the bush and not really saying stuff, like not really answering questions. And And every time Andy asked her so, oh well, I love this my real friend. Oh, I love them. I love them. Like even when he was asking them about the verses. And he said, who do you think? She was like, well, we're both great groups. We done sold millions of records. I think we both, she's just
Right.
so even killed when it comes to
Coco will never do that. She always take. I get her point. She always take up for SWV. She be the
yep,
main one.
yep.
Even when that show at Salt and Pepper, she always take for SW. We're not gonna be no openers. We're
Yep.
gonna be headliners too. She always take up for her group.
And even
Latasha
on
don't got
Andy
this. She
Cohen,
trying to kiss
still
Coco
love.
behind. Like we know Coco your friend, but you ain't gotta kiss her behind.
Right.
Take
And
up for
even
your
on
group.
Andy Cohen, Coco was still, she was like,
Shady.
shit, did you see when she shrugged her shoulder? Like when
Yeah, she
Andy
knew her.
asked her something and she moved her shoulder like,
Yep.
I'm that bitch. Like, what you mean? I'm that, we that. I'm like, child.
And I was looking at Coco. Coco was I forgot what she said. That she said people got so mad at me because I said I sold 30 million records. I said no, y'all, not you. People got mad at you because they said that was doing the group, even though you're the lead singer.
Exactly. Is that you, Sislo?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you came in with your whole name and everything? You want to go out and change
Girl,
your name or does it matter?
yeah, I go out.
All right.
And Don Juan, I was looking at him.
Actually, I don't even think she got to go out. I think she just got to change her name.
Don Juan.
Girl, they hating on the wand. Why they hating on the wand? Just because he wants to, like, okay, how did you like when they were saying that he's always in female business?
Well, this what I agree with. I said he could be in a skate business, but he don't got to be in SWB business. If they doing something, they ain't got to do with you because you don't work with them on business. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I had to take his side on this one though because he was talking shit. They was talking mad shit, and SWV, I mean, Escape was, what was they doing? They were just staring.
Right.
Like, y'all just staring. And see, that's another thing. I wouldn't have just been staring at the girls. I would have been like, okay, when Coco said, how we supposed to do that? We can't even get through one song, or we can't even get through a song or something like that. And
Right.
Candy's face was just like, I know in Candy's mind, she was probably thinking, is this bitch talking to me? Anything. And so I'm sure Don Juan was probably sitting out there in the crowd like me. Like, y'all just gonna let them keep talking shit to y'all like that?
And plus, I gotta give even though both groups was like being shady towards you, I gotta give Escape some points because like they was like when the concert they was dancing to their music. I seen them dancing. I said, okay, y'all being very supportive. And like when they was rehearsing, I didn't really see them throwing shade. I seen the
they
other girls
wasn't
throwing
throwing
shade.
shade. And even
They
when
was actually
Coco
being
was
supportive.
like,
They was sitting there watching.
right, and even Coco, when they were discussing them singing the gospel song with them, she was like, they said we can stand way back here, up here, on the stage. And one of the producers or whoever was like, it would look more like in sync if y'all were down here with them. Like, girl, what's up, Cisco?
Hey, sis love.
Oh, you got some feedback. You got me in the background.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up? How you doing? Okay, thank you for tuning in, Marlene. She said,
Baby.
I just wish they would get rid of Tasha. And then she said, Cislo, you got me playing in the background something. And then Marlene
Is
said,
that better?
okay, ladies, I enjoyed, but getting sleepy. Have a good night. Good night, Marlene. Thanks for joining us tonight, love. You have a wonderful evening. Yeah, feedback. It's feedback, Cislo. You're gonna have to close something.
I think it's a bet because it's my.
You're gonna have to go out, come back. It's something. It's really like. Good night to you. Have a wonderful evening. But yes, girl. Okay, I had did some screenshots of some of the things that people were saying.
Okay.
On Candy. So I got questions for y'all and for the chat. So somebody has said next they want to see Xscape and In Vogue and
Or TLC.
SWV.
Oh, I just said. Oh yeah,
How would you feel
that'd
about
be great.
that? Escape and Vogue and SWV.
I would love that.
I know, and
The original,
oh,
but it would be drama because the original and Vogue don't get along. We want the original in Vogue. Let's be honest.
I know that's right. They don't have the originals anymore, huh?
They got the girl from Jamie Foxx. I forgot her name. She's on Jamie Foxx show.
Oh, the girl from Jamie Foxx.
You know what? She was on Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah, the one who worked at the studio when him and her was competing
Yeah, they
on the
don't got the,
jingles.
and that's why in Vogue never been the same because they need the other two
Oh,
members.
well, on the jingle when they was having a jingle competition. I think she sounded, she sounded okay. I ain't never heard her
Yeah,
outside.
she can actually sing, but then it
Yeah.
doesn't. One thing I say about In Vogue, they always sound amazing, but then it's
Yes.
just not that original In Vogue because it gotta be all four of the members for it to sound the same. It ain't gonna sound the same with another voice. Plus, we used to it. They was a part of the success, and they just can't get along.
Yep. But you know what? You said something earlier. Oh, you was talking about how Escape wasn't being shady and stuff a lot to them, like especially like in interviews and things like that. They always like, oh, we love them, we respect them, blah blah blah.
And they
blah.
always say they sold more records. Candy always
Right.
say sold
They
more
always
records, but
let
it's
it be
not about
known.
that.
They
She says
always
it's not
let it be
about
known.
that today. She
Right. They
said
always let it be
we
known.
talk
But,
about tickets.
right. But my thing is, somebody had asked Candy. They said, "What is your take on SWV still saying negative stuff about y'all, even in interviews? Like the whole 6 episodes, I thought SWV was being shady a lot and negative. It's like, okay, I get that Candy and them group is going through some stuff right now. The
Yeah,
sisters is beefing, it's money issues and stuff like that. But they were never just purposely being disrespectful and shady
I agree.
to SWV. But every chance they get, especially Coco, like, but Candy, I don't think she's seen that comment. But I wish she would have seen that comment. And maybe
Yeah,
she does like what some YouTubers do, or some social media influencers do. They'll go back and they'll read their comments afterwards, and then they might answer
right.
some things on their next show. So I hope she do answer that.
Yeah, and plus I like what she said. She said next she's gonna do another speak on it with
Yeah,
Tiny and Tamika. She needed to do that.
right,
But
right.
I liked it. But I said when it came to it, people said, okay, as a state was being shady to SWB, acting like they are better. No, they wasn't. Candy Burris was about that business. She telling the truth. She said, okay, we know they sold more records than us, but they're not selling as many tickets as us. That she said, we're not talking about the 90s no more. We're talking about today. And she could have really said who been relevant for these past couple of years. And she said, we don't need to tour. We don't need to go overseas. We don't need to tour as much. Because when you tour as much, promoters aren't going to want to do tours with you as much. And Tyrese said the same thing. He said, I don't tour as much. Even Tyrese said that. He said, I don't tour as much. Because I don't want people to get tired of me. They on tour, he on tour again. Tyrese even said that. He on tour again. Because you know how you see somebody keep being on tour so much, like, dang, like they really need the money.
And you know what? As far as that patent go, do you think that's why Tasha? Somebody asked, do you think that's why Tasha gives Candy so much of her ass to kiss because of the fact that they know they own that name? Because they said Tasha and Rocky act like they own the group.
Right. But what people don't know is they could add a D to the name, so they could actually add a D. And plus, she probably get Candy her behind the kids, but Candy probably be like, I don't need you, sweetie. You needed me. You begged me to come back. I never begged you to come back to the group. You begged me.
Right.
You had to beg me on just kicking it. And you was acting like you don't know nothing. I don't remember that. Like, because Tiny and Candy
they had to beg her to come back to the group. But in this situation, Tasha was still in the group. They just had to keep begging her to show up.
Right.
Just show
up.
I get
why they had to beg her. I get why they had to beg her, because like when you're like, say if it's like me, you in a group, and like Sisla and I don't come, Of course, y'all gonna have to beg me because y'all can get sued. Like, okay, one member is not here, so we could sue them because they said 4 members gonna be here. So people don't know that you can get sued if one person don't come on tour. Like we paid for 4 people. We gave Latasha that money and she didn't come. We gave Tia that money, she didn't
Yeah,
come.
they can
So I
get
can get
sued
sued.
from the promoters. They can sue you if all y'all don't
And that's
show
bad
up.
business.
Or they can say, well, we ain't paying for all 4 of y'all. We, instead of suing y'all, we just gonna keep 1/4 of what we was gonna pay y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep. But I got another question. Okay.
Okay.
Or should I say a statement? Okay. Now, if they do the movie, the biopic, which because Candy keeps talking about it, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I just don't know when. But somebody said, Candy, if y'all decide to do a biopic, I feel like I've created it. They said Ari Lennox should play Candy. Gail Bean from Snowfall should play Tamika. Stormy Reed should play, Euphoria as Tiny. And Jake Lankar as Latasha. How you feel about those people?
That would be good.
Mm-hmm.
I said that would be good. I just want the best people to play. I just want the best people to play them. That would be good. Like
yeah, they have to have the best people, and they got to have people who can really sing. I don't want no lip singing. I don't want none of that.
They gotta be like because when I see other people doing movies, these people embody the person. The person gotta embody them. Like
they gotta embody them and their voice. Like I would love to see. I know you cannot totally replicate a whole group. You might can replicate like one of their voices or something. You know what I'm saying? But at least be as close to it as possible. Maybe not all the songs, but maybe half of the songs. Really let us. It just makes it seem so much more real.
Let me ask you a question. What was your favorite biopics that you seen? Like that you seen that came out? What were some of your favorites that you did? They did an amazing job with this movie.
Well, I have to say The Last Whitney. I like that one more than the Bobby one and more than the other Whitney one. I like that Last Whitney. I like that really good. Really good. I like that one really well. I think they did really well with that one. What's that other one? The one with we was just talking about her with her squeaky voice. Me and my friends on Easter, we was talking about what's her name? Oh God.
I know
the girl with the squeaky voice. Dre's
you said who?
Dre's baby mama.
You talk Christina Milian or
no.
Oh, you said the dream. Oh, you talking about what's her name? What's her name?
I am having a brain fart, and that's one of my favorite artists.
You said the dream. I know Christina Milian and Nivea is their mother.
Miss Chalet. I like that one.
Oh yeah, Miss Chalet. That was Dr. Dre.
Yes.
Dr. Dre, baby. You said the dream. I love that one too.
Dre. Oh, you thought I said dream. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying Dre, Dr. Dre.
Oh yeah, I said I love that one. Of course, the new edition.
Really good.
Ray, that was amazing. Ray.
I think the TLC one was okay.
Yeah, I remember. It was okay. I really didn't like that one because I think Little Mama did the best. I don't think they picked everybody.
I think it was Little Mama that gave it to me for that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I love Keke Palmer, but I didn't. I said her ass Chili so short, so small.
Right. And of course, New Edition. I thought that one was really good.
And I liked it. Ray, of course, was Love Gotta
Ray, do it. Definitely. Oh, yes.
That was like one of the best. Selena was Love Gotta Do It, and I love it. I said that's why I think New Edition got theirs from. It was from the Jack 5 movie because I remember the Jackson 5 they did their movie, and it was like a couple. Everybody was watching it every night. That's my mother told me. And the Temptation
back in the day, the Jackson 5. If you want to go way, way back, the Jackson 5 that was like top. Yeah, and I really
the Temptations
that they should have had more. Like I think Jackson 5 had 3 parts.
Yep. I can watch that movie. I never get tired of that movie. And the Temptation movie.
I can never get tired of that. I can never get tired of Temptations. But when it comes to like recent stuff, I think my best one yet is Whitney and New Edition.
Wait, did you ever see the MC Hammer movie?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I love that one. The guy did
it was good, but I wouldn't say it was like my top fave.
Yeah, it ain't my top. I said it was like very underrated.
Yeah.
How did that? I didn't see the Aretha Franklin movie with Jennifer Hudson.
I
How
have
you
not
feel about
seen that yet, and I swear to God, you know what? I ain't trying to be shady because I love both of those ladies. I really love J Hud. I really do. I watch her show every day. You know, the Jennifer
that?
Hudson show. I really like her, but I just had no desire to watch the biopic.
Me either.
Is that bad?
No, it's not bad.
I just have no desire. And when I be streaming or going, you know, looking at my shows on my TV, I be crossing paths with the title, and I'm like, it just doesn't even strike me. Maybe if I just sat there and played it, I'll just enjoy it, you know, immensely.
Nobody. When I repeat this, nobody do like Flex Alexander when he tried to be Michael Jackson.
And see,
That
oh
was horrible. So
girl.
you had white face on, boy. Like Alexander, his tall, skinny behind playing Michael Jackson. No, and they doing a new Michael Jackson movie.
Oh my
His
God.
nephew playing him.
Oh.
I think it's Jermaine's son playing Michael Jackson, his nephew.
Oh wow. When is that supposed to come out?
I don't even know,
Oh.
but I want to see how it's gonna be. I said it's on. I said I just want it to be amazing like that, and I just want them to get the right people to play that, cause saying that can act and do it all.
Well, you
Like
know,
if it's them ladies, everybody's saying that would be amazing. But if it's some new actresses, that would be amazing too. The best actresses play them.
well, you
Cause
know
some people
what?
like to pick known people.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Lil Wayne was here the other night in concert,
Oh, he was.
and I had no desire to go. Not that I hate Lil Wayne or nothing. I just maybe 5, 10 years ago I would have been like, oh, Lil Wayne, but I'm just, you know, and but I found out yesterday on Easter that Miss Chalet was here too at one of our clubs. And I had no idea that Miss Chalet was coming here. And I could kick myself in the butt for that because I would have loved to meet Miss Chalet.
Me too.
She
I
is like
love her. She
one
can
of my
sing.
favorites. I really wish she wouldn't have been. You know how we have all these, I don't like to call them has-beens.
Right.
But when you have all these people who so talented, like the Tevin Campbells and the people way back in the day who were so talented, and then they just
Yeah.
stop singing, and they have their reasons, you know, they have their
Right.
reasons why they stop singing. But she, out of like all the people we could think of, I always was like, God dang, girl, can you just make one more album, just one
Right.
more? Like,
And I like her albums. I always love her
yes,
albums. I used to
every
do
one of
albums.
something in my heart. I mean, I could. Oh
Plus,
God, nice tea, like.
she can
Yeah.
sing.
It's
She can
something.
sing.
La, la, la,
So
la.
people talk about her voice, but I said
Yeah.
that she can sing. She know how to sing.
She can sing. Miss Chalet can sing her draws off. But I should have said she can sing somebody draws off. But yeah, she
And,
I love her. I love me some Miss Chalet.
and you
But
know who performance I was just watching?
uh-huh.
I was just looking at the Soul Train Awards. And I said that's Shantae Moore. She was the highlight of that
Oh,
night.
Shantae is she's the shit.
The same night as the Escape was on it, doing it. Escape was on it, and they award
Yes.
Shantae Moore. I said
Shantae,
she still look amazing.
she puts Mariah to shame when it comes to the high notes. And Candy. She puts them to shame because Mariah Carey and Candy, they can hit the high notes, but Shantae Moore can sing in that key a whole song. Like,
And she's very underrated.
she's very underrated. She's very underrated, but I love
And
her.
she
I
still
love
look
me
the
some
same.
Shantae Moore.
I said she still looks
I
same.
love
I
her,
said,
and she still
and
looks
she
so
got
good.
married. She
Yes,
got married to the guy from that used to work at BET. I said I thought something
yes.
about him, but I said I ain't gonna. I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself.
And she's still so beautiful, and oh my
Yes, she
God,
married. I think his name's Steven. I forgot Steven Hill, something like that.
girl, I have no idea. Shit, I don't know. But yeah, there was something. There was another comment. I'm trying to find it. I want to make sure I get through all of them.
And congratulations to SWV. Their song went triple.
Oh yeah,
platinum.
we is now triple. What didn't they say? Triple platinum?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they said.
I think their manager wanted to be shady to bring that in. Like, oh, yeah. So, bro, I think he might be shady. Let's bring this in and say,
Yeah,
oh, this
because
one
they
triple platinum.
probably been to have that, been to have
Right.
those accolades, but they
So I knew
wanted
they were trying to throw shade with
throw
that.
them in. Like, okay, today the song just went triple plat. Today, No, that's probably some stuff that happened before, but
That been
they
happened. He
announced.
probably like, let's throw it in their face and put it at the end.
Now, answer me this. Okay, somebody in the chat has said, why do they call, and this was Tasha. Oh,
Call
Andy
mama.
Cohen. He said, why did they call Mama Joyce the fifth member of Xscape? Why do you think Tasha said that? Because did Mama Joyce really, I mean, I don't, I think Rocky is the fifth member. I really do.
Yeah, I think Rocky the fifth member too. He want to be the fifth member. Him and her mother. I am the fifth member. So the mother.
I think it's Rocky. I
Yeah, I
mean,
think it's
he act
Rocky.
like, just like they said, he and Tasha act like they own
They
all of
act
it.
like he wished he was Jay-Z. He wished he was Beyonce. But they
Oh, he
ain't no more.
wish. He wish.
And plus, who I think the fifth member is, if you want to be technical, is Tamika, Tiny's mother. Tiny's mother, because she made sure they got their coins, even though they stole that girl money. Tiny mother, she's that fifth member. She gonna make sure that they get their coins. She signed them up for sign exchange. Nobody else thought about that.
Right. And hold on. Okay, this is my last one.
Okay.
Somebody said, Candy, do you believe Rocky Mistress Unique blink twice if you don't want to be messy? Now, what did Rocky Mistress say?
She said that Rocky told her that Candy liked him and she wanted him, but he picked Latasha. But I said, what he gotta realize is Candy was underage at the time, so you shouldn't be saying that. Because like they've been together for 28 years. So 28 years, I'm 29, and I ain't afraid to say my age, but they've been together for 20 years. Candy was underage because Candy is younger.
Yeah.
They said when they started, Candy was 15, 16,
She's the baby. She's the youngest.
So you shouldn't be doing that.
Girl.
You shouldn't be
Girl,
saying
they
that,
showed
buddy.
the flashback on when they were singing Understanding. Did you see they showed the flashback when they were all like 13, 14, whatever?
Yeah.
I was like, look at them. They look like babies. Oh my God.
And
Like,
Candy still look the same. I said, Candy, she look the same.
So she still looked the same. But from that clip right there, that was showing them not dressed up, no makeup, no fancy clothes on. They just looked like regular girls from the neighborhood until they got with Dupree, and then he glammed them up, and they even when they was looking like tomboys, they still look like a million times different than they did in that scene right there. I was like, look at them girls, they just look so naive, so innocent, so I loved it. I was like, oh
yeah,
wow.
I love that too. I just love the flashback. I wish it was more flashbacks.
Yes, I loved it. But Rocky, I think Rocky will say anything at this point to make Candy look bad, because see, the thing about it is, Candy, like she said, she is always gonna go hard for her group. She is gonna go to bat for her group. And when something ain't right, Candy is a business-minded, business-savvy woman, and she is gonna speak on it, like her show is titled. And Rocky can't stop that. And see, that's another thing. When people talk about Tasha, her apology, like even on this last finale, Tasha was like, "Oh, let's talk." Tamika was like, "Why talk now? After the show is over, the concert is over. Why talk now?" And it seems to me, and you let me know how you feel, but it seems to me that as long as Tamika keeps her mouth shut, Tasha is willing to forgive and forget. But as long as Tamika keeps on talking, we got a problem.
Right. And plus, I didn't get what she kept saying. You see Andy Cohen show, she kept saying, I try to reach out to her. I said, who did you reach out to? If Tamika didn't change her number. You changed your number. Andy Cohen said, did you block your sister and change your number? She said, I would never block my sister. That's my sister.
But
That's
she said her sister stopped following her on social media.
I said she tried to play victim. Like, you change your number.
She said, I was getting all these phone calls. You probably was. What's your husband over there taking people checks?
And Tiny and Candy, well, Tiny says she got blocked too, and she changed her number. So everybody saying they got blocked. You blocked them. You was mad at them. So you was like, you trying to shade them. But it didn't work because you never was the favorite in the group. Nope. Like she probably think people go all out for my voice, but they never support that solo career. That's how we telling people in the comments, like, y'all don't support, like, why be people talking about, so y'all keep talking about her voice, but y'all never supported her solo career. So what is y'all really doing?
And we about to see how much support you get now. And like I said, I'm gonna take one for the team for the hood table, and I'm gonna go out and purchase or download her album or whatever.
And let us know what's the first week
I
sales,
will.
and did it hit on the Billboard 200 charts?
I will
Because
let
like,
y'all know honestly, because one thing I don't play about is my R&B and my gospel.
yeah, her music sound like I said I ain't listen to it. I just seen it like people was like posting it, talking about it. I said she better not be trying to sound like no R&B and gospel.
Girl, I'm telling you, I will take one for the team because if it wasn't because of this show and all the drama we saw and all the lies and scandals,
Right.
if the show never happened and I just heard one day Tasha Scott brand new gospel album, the invitation, whatever it's called, I wouldn't buy it. But
Yeah,
because
because like
because we've been, conversating about it and doing reviews, I'm going to take one for the team and I am going to download the album and I'm going to give my honest review and I'm going to say I would recommend buying it or not buying it. I'll rate it from a 1 to 10. I'll do all that stuff.
and
But in
plus
the
she used
end,
the
I would
show.
never tell nobody really to not support nobody. I would just say stuff like, I wouldn't buy it. Even if I already bought it, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying
And
to hate
plus
anybody bang, you know what I'm saying?
she used the group and she used the show for her solo career.
Sure
Because
did.
because
Why she was
SWV didn't
double
put out no new album
you know
either.
how
They
you
didn't put out
double
anything
dutch
new.
and you be double dutching and you bounce and that foot. That one
Let me
foot,
ask you a question.
that's how she was doing with her group. Double dutching, in and out.
Right.
Not
Do it
getting all the way in the rope, just
right.
bounce. Yeah.
That's her safety at the group. But let me ask you a question. Do you think Rocky had on makeup
Yes.
in that confessional?
I was
Yeah.
girl. I forgot. All about that.
Yes.
Oh, I knew it was something I was supposed to mention. Girl, why I look like
He
he
had
had
on
on three
makeup,
layers of
eyeliner.
makeup? Girl.
He's like a skeleton. Like a
And then like
I
under
ain't gonna
his
say
chin,
that.
you can tell he
I,
had on makeup because under his chin you saw his like stubbles, his hair stubbles. They
yeah.
looked all creamy and shit.
I'm not. I'm gonna say that about him. It looked like he was like graveyard ready.
But know
That's
what?
what it looked
Know
like.
what? Know what? No shade, no tea. All those any TV show, usually everybody has to have some type of makeup on because of the light, because it be
Right.
hot. They gotta have, make sure you ain't all sweaty. So I'm not surprised that he has makeup on. It's the fact that, like you said, that shit look casket ready.
And plus, I like that. I
Kind of
was
like
looking
his
at
wife. Kind of like Tasha.
right. And plus,
Like they probably share the same. They almost the damn same skin tone.
right. And
Mm.
plus, Tiny Harris said, "I didn't know that our husbands could join us. Our husband can join us in the confessionals." I said, "Ty." I said, "Yeah. Why is he joining? Why?" I said, "Can anybody else,
Because
man?"
because him
He's her
and
brain.
him wife, they own the name. Because if Tasha and Tamika own it, then Rocky owns it too, child.
Right. And plus, you gotta realize if Latasha and Tamika they're gonna get cool together. I already know that. Nobody's gonna go see them on tour. That's gonna be a flower tour. Nobody gonna go see them or book them. Oh, Escape with just the Scott sisters. Nobody's gonna do
Oh
that.
hell no! When I saw that they was touring by themselves a little while back, just the two of them calling themselves Escape. Girl, ain't no way. If Tiny ain't there and Candy ain't there, I ain't there.
You heard what Andy asked her. He said, what do you think about Candy saying Rocky is your brain? Andy's shady.
And that's what she was saying. That's what I was saying earlier. She was saying, "Oh, he's really smart." I don't know why people be saying that. He's really smart. He's really
She gave
intelligent.
him way too much credit. Just like
If
Candy
he that
said.
intelligent, he wouldn't
He didn't do
afford
none of that stuff that
that
she
check.
said.
If he
She
was
got
that
way too much
intelligent, he
credit.
wouldn't afford that check and
Right.
the checks to follow. He wouldn't afford. He wouldn't have been able to convince his wife to sign over. Like, come on, you ain't that smart.
He's
Because
Wendy. He's Wendy Williams' ex-husband. That's who he is. He act just like Kelvin, whatever his name. Wendy Williams' ex-husband, and Mary J.
but
Blige's ex-husband.
the
That's who
fact,
he is. He
but the
definitely he
fact
remind me of Kevin, and he remind me of
right, but the fact that he actually acting like Tamika was never going to find out.
Right.
Like, see, that's what they didn't know. They did not know at the time that Tiny's mama had did all that shit, right?
Right.
When they got that check in the mail, they probably was like, "Oh shoot, we getting all these checks, and my sister got one too." And then
Right.
just forced to change all kind of shit on that check. Took Tiny's mama name. I'm like, but your husband smart.
And
Your
let me
husband
ask you a
intelligent.
question. You remember in the confessionals when he said, "How can you forge your check?" And then he said how you could do it. How you gonna say how can you do something? Then a couple minutes later, you saying how you could do it. You're not making no sense. Oh, if you can forge a check, you gotta forge somebody, man. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. But I thought you didn't know how to do that,
Girl, I
Rocky. You
used
said
to
you
do
never
that
had
when
been
I
there.
was in school. When my mama, when I had to sign for knowing I was in trouble at home, couldn't go like
Right.
on the the trips and stuff. Well, I used to write my mama name so well when I was in grade school. In grade school, okay, sure. I remember what's that class? Okay, my mom was really religious. You know that already, right? She was
Yeah.
really super religious, and she did not want me to take the sex ed class or whatever. And even though she wasn't really teaching me shit at home besides keep your legs closed or you going to hell, that's all I was being taught at home, right? But girl, yeah, I saw that one too. I was all up in that class like, ooh, oh, wow, ooh, oh, wow. She had no idea I took that class. But yeah, I mean, if you study and if you practice and practice and practice, anybody can probably forge anybody's name.
And plus, we already know who he is. He's like a legend. He's like a con man. That's what he is. He know
Right.
what to do. He down and dirty. Just like he tried to get. I can't go into what the brat got on him. He said, "The brat, you know me." She said, "I know you from Chicago, but I don't know you like that. I don't know your person. I
Right.
don't know about your relationship." To the brat, I said, "You playing with
Man,
the
up
wrong one."
them
The brat with my
niggas,
heart
them
on you,
niggas from Chicago. They can be something else.
and the brat wasn't playing. You lucky she pregnant because the brat with her.
No
The brat don't
shame, no
play.
tea. Hell, I got
Right.
family from the Shire. Sure, we used to go to Chicago all the time in the summers. Back in the day, we was there like 2, 3 times a year, all the time in Chicago. It's only about what 6.5 to 8 hours, depending on the traffic from here. And we used to drive there. We'd be coasting, boy, to the Shire. Stay there about a week. Come back to the O. But yeah, but that's all I got on the show, child. This show was fun. I'm
No
gonna ask
boring
you the last
episode.
question. I'm
It
gonna
was
ask
no
you
boring
the last
episode.
question that a lot of other people were asking.
Okay.
Would you like a season two, or do you think this
Yes.
should be a one hitter quitter?
Season two. It's so many unsolved business. It's so
Yeah,
many stuff that they could have showed.
right.
So okay, when you look at Watch What's Happening Live, I said it's a possibility because Andy Cohen said the season finale. He said the series finale, and he said, "Would y'all try to do this again?" And Coco actually changed her tone from
Yeah,
when she was
Coco
on
was
Benediction.
like, "You would."
But Andy Cohen, she was a whole different person. She was like, "Oh," she said, "Hopefully we can do this in the future. I would do it."
Coco
And
don't
then
want to do that
Natasha,
shit. Coco do not want to do that shit no more. If they
and
pull
they, I
that
said,
for a part two and then do another concert, I'll be very very surprised. Because see, the thing about it is, Candy and Tiny, they are I think the coolest out of Escape. They down with forever. They about their money. They about their
"Yep,
bag, and they don't take stuff too seriously. Like Tiny, she's all
laughing."
she can be serious, but at the same time, she's like, girl, Tiny strikes me as Tiny that been through a lot of shit, right? With her
Right.
relationship, her marriage, all that kind of stuff, being in the press all the time for negativity. And she's the kind of person who just strikes me as, you know, it's whatever.
Right.
It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? And Candy, of course, she's all about her money and her bag too. And she's just like, I just want to sing and I just want to perform. You know,
Right.
I whatever. If we got beefs or whatever, squash that shit. Let's just make this bag. But Tasha, on the other hand, and Coco, nah.
Nah, they ain't gonna do it. I said,
Tasha probably would never want to do it again, and Coco would probably never want to do it again either.
but I said that would be everybody lost because I can go see either one. I can go. I said if I want to go see them, they better be turning. They better sound amazing and they better be dancing.
And
Because
I
I
would
don't
go
want to see
see
us stay
either
standing
one.
there, and I don't want to see that hot. I don't want to see SWV standing, and I don't want to see Escape trying to compete with each other on understanding.
Girl,
Stop
I can't. You know what? maybe 10 years ago, I probably would have been talking shit about SWV up there barely moving and shit. But I got bad knees at my age. I got bad knees. Sometimes my ankles feel like it want to give way. Shit, I ain't mad at them girls. Like, I get that escaping them, they like to put on this production and all this, but even still with a production, they don't be out there doing cartwheels and flips and
Nope.
dropping like it's hot. They just have production, they have dancers, they have all this glitz and glamour. And that's the difference with SWV. They both are around the same age,
Yep.
give or take 5 years, maybe, around there and whatnot. But it's the production that Escape gives, it makes a total difference to a concert versus you just standing up there singing.
And plus, people don't get that because I said people don't get that when you go to. They doing arena tours, so we want to see a concert. They not doing no small
Yes,
club.
and
That's
they charging like what 75, 100,
right.
150. I mean, we want a production.
Yeah, that's what people do. We want a production. That's what they do.
That's a lot of money to be playing. Shoot, they got H Town and all kind of people coming here. Oh, matter of
Who
fact,
coming in?
Life Jennings is coming here too. But
Hey,
Tyrese,
yo, you.
Town, what's that dude? Jay, what's the name?
Jay Holiday.
Yeah, Jay Holiday. We got all kind of people coming to Omaha this summer. And I'm definitely trying to see Life. God, I love
Oh,
me
your
some
life, he keep it real. He got that real music. And he
that
been through a
voice.
lot. I would
That
like to see a movie on him too. He been through a lot.
Yes,
He just got that voice. He like, hey, yo, you. That's it. Like,
Right,
he really about that life.
I love his voice so much. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people coming here. And I'm so glad. Like I was telling my son the other day, I said it's really starting to feel like pre-Rona because even the hospitals here in our city, they announced on the news that none of the hospitals here and none of the employees are required to wear masks anymore. It's up to their decision if they still want to wear a mask. And all these concerts that's coming to our city is just starting to feel like, pre-Rona.
And I'm happy for both ladies. They are on tour. Both groups are on tour. SWB with Jodeci and Drew Hill.
And I would see
Jodeci the
them
headliners.
if they came here. I would pay to go see SWV. I would pay to go see Escape. If they
I was gonna pay to see both of them because Escape is on tour with Tyrese, Escape, and Trey Songz. They
and
all
that's
the
Tyrese is coming here. Tyrese is headlining a concert here in June. And I wish Escape would come. Oh my God. But they're not on the roster, whatever you want to call it. Damn,
that's what tours I like to see.
Here.
I like to see tours like that.
Oh,
yeah. And did you hear what Tyrese said when he did that? You gotta watch that R&B Money interview. I gotta watch the rest of it. He said that Atlanta Records said they want to do another TGT album. And Tank said, why did you tell you ain't tell Genuine? I said, yeah, you told Tank. He said, Tank here. They said Genuine not here, bro. I said, yeah, Genuine not there. Genuine with you. He said Genuine ain't messing with him right now.
Oh.
But they said Atlanta Records because they first album was so successful. They still signed to Atlanta Records. Atlanta Records want another album and they want to negotiate their deal and get them more money.
That would be nice if they put out another album. Yeah, that would be nice.
If Tyrese take his ego, Tyrese got the big ego. So then,
yeah, because he done been on so many them damn racing car shows, the racing car movies, the Fast and Furious.
I stopped watching it after the 5th one.
Girl, after old boy died. I ain't gonna lie though. I did enjoy that one after he died. I did, but I think they should let it go. Like he's not in there, and that white boy. Ooh, I used to think he was. Ooh. Boy,
but I would love another TGT album. I love the album.
Man,
I still listen to it. I said, I love the album. Well, when it comes to them, Tyrese said, I did movies, but I said, Like that's just everybody else. I said, he said, I know my worth. I said, okay. I said, Tank agree with you, but you
Yeah,
should have
I
said
mean,
that.
and I can see why he's headlining too, because he got all these great artists that are in
Right.
concert with him. You know, they like I said, they're supposed to be coming here in June or July. I can't remember the exact date, but you know, I can see why he's headlining, and you know, all the sweet lady. You know,
Cause you
I
said H-Town coming with him.
yep,
And who
H
else?
Town, Jay Holiday. Girl, I can't remember them off the top of my head. But it was like 5 groups.
And
That's
you know who I'm disappointed in? 112.
oh, I
It's
love,
only two of them.
I
And
love.
people point out, they say it's only two and one. So I look at the post. I said, why they got the group so close? You would think that they the same group. It's only two people in 112.
I
112 got to get together
love.
too. They
Man,
should do a show 112.
when I tell you, my sons used to be so sick of me because on Saturdays is like our, you know, like most families, it's a cleaning day, right?
Yeah.
So on Saturdays, I would get up early in the morning, and before I would take them to their basketball or football or whatever, I would be bumping the house with my '90s shit, you know, and even into the 2000s, 112 was still making music. So the house would be jumping, and I would have all the 112 CDs, and you know they got a lot. I have them
Yep.
all in my 5 disc changer thing, and I'll be bumping them for like 3 hours straight while I'm cleaning the house. And my sons, they'll never forget. When I bump my music, I'm telling you, I had like the sound system, the whole block. Like you wake up the whole block with my music. And
Mhm.
then that's how they knew, like even to this day, they like 26 and 22. They know all the R&B songs from back in the 90s because they like, Mama, you played the shit to death. When we was growing up, we had no choice but to know them. But it
Right.
always trips me out when I'm riding in their car, and they be like, "Oh shoot, let me put on this," and they'll play something that one of my faves, and I'm like, "What y'all know about this shit?" They like, "You forget we was raised on the shit." I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah," but yeah, they like they rap and they you know they like hardcore, they like hip hop, they like R&B. They well rounded when it comes to music because of me, because of their mama. But yeah. So any last words you want to say before we wrap this up?
Now I don't want to say no last one. I enjoyed all 6 episodes. No episode was boring. They kept me entertained. I was super entertained. So good for the all. Do
And
it
you
if you
know what?
do
Did
it again with another group. Do it again
yeah.
with another group.
But did this feel, and I think I already know your answer, but did this feel like a real reality show to you?
Let me see.
Like nothing was manufactured. Like it was real. Like
It did feel real to me.
that's what I felt. That this
It
was
felt
a real reality show.
it felt more like because like, I think they wanted to be like a special. It didn't feel like no special. It felt like a reality show. It didn't feel like no special at all. It just felt like a reality show.
Yes.
You need to
It
leave
didn't
that
seem
alone.
like It didn't seem like no fake storylines, no made up storylines, no manufactured storylines. It just seemed like they got on here, okay, put the cameras on. We about to keep it a buck. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's what I miss. Like reality shows when they first came out years ago,
It's
they
real.
were really like reality shows. And now it just seems like everything is
Fake.
so manufactured and fake.
And Mona Scott know what she doing. She
For the
probably, I
view.
think she told both groups different stories because Candy said Mona Scott told us this. She probably told them something else. I said she
Yeah.
probably she told the producers and them told us y'all gonna be the headliners.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I said, but it's on one show. Then we gonna talk about doing the tour, a joint tour together.
Uh-huh.
They probably told them two different things. That's what
Ain't
they need
no
to
telling.
realize.
Ain't no telling.
That's what they need to
Ain't no
realize.
telling. When it comes
SWV, stop doing reality shows, girl. Coco, you say you don't like this, don't do it again.
I
Y'all
think
saying
I think it would be nice if Coco and her son did a show, especially with her trying to instill in him stay in school, stay in school, stay in school. You can sing on the weekends, you can do this on the weekends.
yeah,
Just stay in
he
school.
look
I
just
think
like
it
her.
would be a really nice Coco and her son. I think
Yeah,
they could pull that off
I
because
agree.
you can see like the life of a star who's trying to keep their child with a plan, like she said. When you in the business, you need a plan A, B, C, D. You don't need no backup plan. You need a backup to the backup to the backup.
Right.
When you in
Let me
that,
ask you a question. Did you ever hear him sing? Do you think like okay, his voice stand out, he could sing her
I
song?
really need him to sing more because
I need to sing
I'm not
more.
saying he
Yeah.
can't sing, but from what I heard, it was just little tidbits, and I'm like, I can't really give an honest opinion because and matter of fact, let me take that back. I have heard him sing whole songs with his mother, but when he
Yeah.
usually singing with his mother, he's singing their songs.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Because I
So
follow on
I would
YouTube. I
like
said
to
I
hear
like this.
him. I need to hear more of his music, more of
Right.
himself, because
I want to see him by himself.
uh, it's easy to sing weak with your mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
I
need
want to see him
to,
by himself. Cause
yeah,
he
yeah,
always with his mother. Do
right.
it, do it by yourself. Cause people gonna think, oh, you gonna become a root with your mother. You don't want nobody saying, okay, you became this because of your mother. So you gotta
Yeah,
make a
just
you
like
gotta make a name outside your mama.
and just like who was that? Taj's son?
No, it
Was
was
that
Lily's
Taj's
son.
son, the rapper?
Lily's son.
Lily,
Lily's son.
okay, Lily's son's a rapper, and like Lily said, I can get you, I can help you out, but I'm not about to carry you. I'm not about to break doors. I'm not about to kick out windows. I'm not
Right.
about to do all that shit. You got to get that shit how you get it. Now I got your back, and I'll support you. And one of those
Yeah.
ways of supporting is paying all your bills, making sure you have clothes, making sure you have lights, gas, what you like with her son, the one who wants to sing. Like your mama is doing everything for you. Yeah, you
Right.
20 years old, like you was telling Andy, I'm 20. But if you was really to stop going to school and then try to do the singing, who gonna help you invest in that singing?
Right.
And then if it don't work out, you ain't got nothing to fall on, and then your mama then already to help you with all this money and all that other kind of stuff. And you ain't got
Right.
nothing to fall on.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that could be a good reality show. Them two,
I would
like,
love the show. You
yeah.
think it just be them two, or you think somebody else get added to it?
I mean, I think it should be them two, but of course, with them two, of course, it's gonna have like the other sisters probably gonna be in there too.
Yeah, I said I would
Different
love that.
episodes.
She
Kind
got
of
two sons. Her other son's an emo rapper. Her two
right. And when
sons.
I say sisters, I meant the group.
Yeah, the group. I would like to see.
They might show their face or make an appearance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the parent.
So yeah,
Yeah, I
but
love that. That'd be good. I think that'd be better for her personally, because when they did the SWV show, they was all beefing and arguing.
right.
That show was on drama on WeTV. They
Yeah.
had so much drama. I said, "Oh my god!" But then they finally got together. Like they said in the first episode, we got together and we realized we got all to the side and realized they
Uh,
realized they gotta make money together. And Coco said, "I ain't gotta like them." I said, "I could tell you, but they don't like them."
yeah.
I think Lily and Taj get along more than they get along with Coco. They probably a little more closer.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's all I got, child. I enjoyed the season. I enjoyed the finale. I definitely enjoyed Candy. I've been following Candy on her YouTube channel for a while,
Me
but
too.
I'm glad Candy is starting to do more lives because Candy used to just
Right.
do uploads, but now she does more lives. So while when she's doing some of her videos, you can like be in a chat live and talking to her and stuff. So I like that she's doing more lives. So I'm gonna try to
And
catch
hopefully,
her lives.
and I love her candy coated nights, and I can get her
Mhm.
an interview with Nivea. Hopefully, she gets some more interviews on it. I said interview that's intimate like that with Nivea. She was telling she was
Yeah, yeah,
real. That
because
was like a real interview.
so you subscribe to both of her channels too? Is Candy Online and it's the Candy Coded?
Yeah, I think I'll try to both of them.
Yeah,
I actually watch
make
Candy.
sure you make sure you subscribe to both of them because we might be doing like we could probably do a little commentary on her commentary.
Oh
When
yeah,
she's reviewing
and
different things and stuff.
do Ruthless come back on this one? I said I heard a
Girl,
rumor.
I
I don't
don't
know
know.
if it's true yet. We
What
need our Ruthless.
I don't know, but I'm telling you right now, the reason why I haven't done no I've been taking a break because I've been working a
Yeah,
lot of hours. All of a sudden, I don't know why, but our work didn't pick back up, and I haven't been able to watch a whole bunch of my shows to do reviews and stuff. So usually when I'm missing in action, it's usually always work. It's usually always
Yes.
work. So I'm working 12 hours all week. All week. So the next day, like today, I got off at 7:30 and came live at 8, and I had worked 12 hours. So a girl is tired, but I'm gonna sit and watch. I'm trying to catch up with uh Ghost with Power Ghost Book 2. I'm gonna try to catch up with that before the weekend, and I'll hit you up if you caught up. I'll hit you up to see if you want to join me, but. Girl, I'm telling you, it's kind of hard to catch up with these shows and keep up when you got to work a lot of
Yeah.
hours. But I be trying. I be trying my best.
Yes.
But
And
other than that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I did show my little link here in the chat. I took it off, but here it is again. Please, 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 for those of you who are not subscribed to my cake decorating channel, I am a custom cake decorator. I like to call myself a cake artist. Um, I make cakes for friends and family, and graduations are upon us, so I'm going to be busy probably in like May, June in that area. But I do upload cake videos, and sometimes I go live when I'm decorating them as well. So if you guys can please support my YouTube channel, it's called Tanya Delights Slice by Slice, and you can click that link in the chat, and it'll take you directly to my cake decorating YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I'm trying to grow that channel
right.
and get a lot of my
And
videos,
followers do matter.
my cake.
Yeah, get the subscribers up.
And they call me the cake lady. Where I'm from, they call me the cake lady. Like most people in most areas, they probably have this lady or this person who makes great cakes and designs cakes really nice. So I'm sure there's a cake lady in every town in zip code. But yes, I am one of the cake ladies here. There's quite a few of us, but I am I am the best, and I'm gonna take that title. Not just
And you
because
definitely supposed to.
but because I hear it all the time. Shoot, when you have a business or you do something and people just be tagging you all the time.
Yes.
They be like, "Can anybody know anybody who make this cake? Do anybody know anybody who?" They always Tanya, 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 Tanya. I'm like, shoot. So yeah, I know. I'm like Coco. I'm that. No.
I know that's right. Don't be like little Tasha.
True. Y'all can follow me. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and IG. Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice. So don't take my word. Check out my work. Check out my portfolio.
And she got her Facebook group. Make sure y'all go on join
Yes.
her
Oh
Facebook group.
yes. And we got the Facebook group Ruthless. But I don't even know when that. You know what? Okay, I'll look it up and you look it up, and whoever gets the answer,
Alright.
just hit me up on the IG and the DMs and
And
let me
tell
know.
Pastor I said hi. And y'all need to do some
Oh,
YouTube.
oh, he probably so mad at me because we ain't done a video in a long.
That's how I was looking for that. I'll be watching your Friday videos. I'll be just sitting there watching, listening to y'all. Then I'm like, I
Because
want to.
we used to go live like on Tuesdays at 7, and
Yeah,
that was kind of late for him, right? Not for me, but kind of late for him. So with me being busy and working and not getting off till 7:30 or 8, sometimes 8:30. I mean, y'all know I was working a lot of hours for the Rona. Shoot, all those insurance claims and all that stuff, boy. We was busy, 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 busy. So it was like if it was like so late, I can come live and do any video, but when you're working with somebody else, it's like
yeah.
you got to try to accommodate and everybody trying to keep the pastor up till 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Right. And plus Pastor and his amazing wife. I like that.
Yeah,
That's like one of my favorite videos on your
wife,
channel.
and he got kids, and he got the church, and he
He
has
had me laughing. Y'all had me cracking up. Cause oh my God.
but I don't know. That might be a thing, but I'm not. Don't give me the line. I'm not gonna make no promises.
Okay.
Yep, I'm not gonna make some promises. But you guys, if you want to be a blessing to me or Tia, who gave you a wonderful review tonight, Tia's Cash App is on the screen. It's Tia Jones 333. My Cash App, of course, is the Hood Table 402. So if you want to be a blessing to either one of us or both of us, it doesn't matter. You know, over here, we ain't like some of those channels where we big all through the show. Hit the
Right.
Cash App, hit the Cash App, hit the Quan, hit the, the super chats. We don't do that over here. If you want to be a blessing, if it moves you to be a blessing to either one of us or both, feel free to hit the cash out. It's not, mandatory, but it's much appreciated. Make sure you guys, most importantly, like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And please make sure you check out my other YouTube channel. The link is in the chat. Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice. That is my custom cake decorating channel. So please support me over there as well. And on that note, everybody stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood.
Hood. Bye.
Yeah.
Love you.
On my hood, L.
We got hoods everywhere.
Yes, everywhere.
It's a hood everywhere. But everybody can't fight in the hood. So stop saying I'm from this place.
Girl.
Came a bus of grape. Let me
And that's the thing. People be talking about they from the hood. They can't bust a grape. But anywho, let's pull our little gangster back on the inside.
my gangster lane. Let me stop. My shoulder lane.
Right. I'm about to get in here and have me a little nightcap and watch me a little TV before I go to bed. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Always appreciate you guys and everything you do and all your support for the Hood Table. Thank you, Tia, so much. I love you.
Love you too. God bless you and your family always. God bless everybody.
Yeah. And y'all better talk to Tia, tell her start her own channel too, so we can be supporting her over there too. Because Tia, I already told you a long time ago, I think you would be a great YouTuber because you be more knowledgeable on all this stuff going on. Different TV.
But you said I sent you Candy interview with what's the name? That long interview, but I watched the whole thing. I said, go ahead, Candy. I like how he was praising that girl. Go ahead with him.
When you ready, let us know.
Okay.
Let us know so we can support you. Like for real.
All right, love y'all. Good night.
Love you too. Everybody have a blessed night and a wonderful evening and a wonderful, what's tomorrow? Tuesday. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. It is going to be so nice here in y'all know in the Midwest, we be having that crazy, horrible weather throughout the winter, So it's supposed to be 80s the rest of this week. And your girl is an outdoor person. Not outdoor we talking about. We ain't talking about woods. We ain't talking about hiking. We ain't talking about all that. I ain't getting my big butt out there in no woods and on no mountain. But I like to be outside. I like to be chilling, on the patio, having a little drink, just chilling. This my type of weather. This my type of weather, barbecue weather. This is what I like. This is what I love. So on that note, again, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the Hood Table. I holla.